have no food in my house. So I have to go to Sam's Club. Let's go ahead and use my IPSY Extra. This is the paid IPSY Extra for the month of July to create a makeup look so that I can look seemingly decent at the grocery store. If you want to see all of the items within the unboxing, make sure you check out the last video that went up live. I am batch filming today, but that video is live. The PR version of the unboxing is also live, as well as the try on. This here is basically the items I selected for my IPSY Extra for the month of July. I am gonna get into why I have no food in my house, girl. And my hair is wet because I just got out of the shower. But I'm just gonna kind of show you what I'm using to like prep the skin. This is by Polite Society. I'm hoping this is something that is featured in IPSY at some point in the future because it is absolutely amazing. I've only had it for 1 week and I'm living for this. This is going to be the French Rose Milk Moisturizing Glaze Mist. Love her. So I have no food in my house because I went on a cruise vacation and I literally just got back last night. This smells really pretty. It's like milky. It has a hint of sweetness but rosy at the same time, like rose water but like a milky version. It's gonna create like this film, a layer, not film in a bad way, but like a layer of hydration on your skin that is insane. It really hydrated my skin in such a beautiful way. Like I love her. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for 1 second, pero mija. Okay, so my birthday was last week on the 15th of July. I'm gonna move forward with the Saturday Skin Yuzu Vitamin C Water Plus Water Blossom Serum. So my birthday was on the 15th of July, and every year we go on a cruise. Well, this year we were like, you know what? Let's do it for my birthday. Because why not, you know? Midsummer, just before the kids go back to school, because they go back to school early August. But entonces, I literally go back to work this week. So it was just perfect. It was just timed perfectly. That smells nice. It was timed so perfectly. I'm really happy when I go on vacation. Like if it's like a week's long, you know, and I'm not gonna be anywhere near my home or have access, or no one's gonna have access to my house, I make sure that we eat as much as possible out of this house, even if we're grazing throughout the day. And I don't buy a lot of food. I've seen horror stories, and it happened to us once actually, where you leave your fridge stocked, so you don't have to worry about it when you come back. And entonces when you come back, everything has gone bad, everything has spoiled, and so I just don't do it. So we got home like last night and they wanted something to eat, and I was like, girl, still graze. I know you came back from a cruise and you're so used to eating a lot this past week. So the girls had like chicken nuggets and fries. But now this morning, we gotta go buy some food because they're not used to this. I allowed the yuzu to dry down. I'm very something always happens. Un pelo en la boca. I'm very dewy. And I like that. I like the look of it. If you have oily skin, you're not going to like this, mainly because, not that it's tacky, like 1 to 5, it's a 1, but like you could feel that there's something on there. Maybe as you wait longer, you won't really have to worry about that. The tack is not horrible. Like I could live with it. I'm gonna go and get my little bronzing drops from my makeup bag because I took them on vacation. So freaking good. I made sure that I selected this from a box. I feel like I'm still kind of sort of on vacation mode. So I'm gonna do the bare minimal in terms of like the actual full face. I'm gonna apply my concealer here, some here, some here, and then the sides. I also think that I didn't tan too much, which is great. Like I tanned, but it wasn't like a lot. I really protected my skin this time around because it was like the smart thing to do. Porque mija, you know, there's no sense of putting all this effort into the skincare the entire year and then, I don't know, we're just like letting it go to crap just because you're on vacation. So I did make it a point to apply SPF 50 on the skin every 2 to 3 hours and shielded my skin from the sun. I still got a little bit of a tan, which is weird. Even on a day that it was super overcast and it was raining, like how did I tan? Pero, you know, I tried to be a little extra cautious this time, porque mija, okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Some of you guys will get it, and some of you guys, if you don't get it, you will get it eventually. As you get older, your skin changes. And I feel like my skin has maintained itself. 1 week prior to my birthday, I'm back here, I'm editing, I'm like having a good old time. There's a mirror and I kind of turned my neck a certain way and I saw a little wrinkling, look like a little wrinkled situation. And I was like, ¿qué es eso? What? So then I tried to recreate it and it kind of didn't happen. So then I kind of go like this and I see that my skin is taking a little longer to bounce back. And I was like, that's different. But I couldn't recreate. I kept going like this and I just couldn't recreate the wrinkles. So I was like, okay, maybe I saw it wrong. Let me put this on. Listen, if you guys have not tried this, you farted, friend, on camera. If you guys haven't tried this, keep an eye out on the shops. Get it, because this here is the bronzer that I was wearing for my entire vacation. Absolutely amazing. And I know it has a little bit of a dew, but it's not enough to make you look bad. Like, it's a beautiful glowy kind of sun-kissed dew, which is why I took it on vacation. And it's the only bronzer I wore. Pero mija, so I tried to recreate it, couldn't recreate it. I was like, okay, you know what, it kind of is what it is. Maybe I just saw it wrong. Like minutes later, I tilted my face again. I don't know how it happened, but then I saw that like it scrunched up like a wrinkle, and it took a minute to kind of like bounce back. So I was like, I know. And I told my husband, is that it? Like, my body knows it's turning 40 in a few days and this skin is starting to act up. Like, I'm not about that life. So when I went on vacation, I did make sure, yeah, I didn't take a lot of skincare, but I hydrated the skin a lot with this. I massaged my neck area and I made sure that SPF was #1 priority. Porque, mija, if my skin is already trying to act up, could you imagine if I didn't take care of it? My husband sat there and laughed. He was like, seriously? Like, you're making a big deal out of 3 little wrinkles in your neck? I was like, dude, I've never seen that before. That was weird. So I'm gonna go ahead to but look how pretty. You see what I'm saying? Like, it does a little something. It does a little something, and it looks so good. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal. I'm not looking for like crazy baking coverage or anything like that. I went through all my videos and I could, oh, that's brightening. Like, I forgot. I could not find a video with this specific palette, which means I got one, but like the tones were different. Or it was a highlighter one, I think it was. Here is the Lith palette. I think I want to mix these two together. This is a really pretty peachy, because I could do these two, although they're pinks, or I can mix these two. And I'm thinking, you know what, vamos a hacerlo. Let's mix these two and see what that kind of looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and use a Gerard Cosmetics brush. I'm going to apply just the pink so we can see what that looks like on its own, and then I'm gonna do the same thing but with the peachy on the other side so we can see that color, and then I'll like mix and match them. The pink has a little bit of a sheen, so that's something to be mindful of. It gives it like a satin. It gives you like a satin finish, so you won't see shimmer, you won't see any actual glow coming through. But it's subtle and it's pretty, so I'm not mad at her. Now I'm gonna take my blush brush, I'm gonna flip her, and I'm gonna go into like this deeper peach. And let's see, now the peach is a full-on matte. The peach shows a lot more, and honestly, it kind of goes with the glow, you know, with that sun-kissed effect that I have going on. Just enhances the sun-kissed effect. Pero I want to balance it out. So if it was you, which one would you go with? Are you more of like a light baby pink, nice and like simple, easy, everyday wearable? Or are you like, no, Nana, I like that, the sun got me and I look super tanned? Let me know in the comments. So I think I want to use these 2 shades on the eye. Let's see what that looks like. Just to add a little something, because the eyes are kind of like super plain, you know, like nothing too dramatic. I'm gonna leave the center, like this area here, nice and blank. This would have been such a great palette to take on my vacation. If you're wondering whether or not I had a good time, I think it went by really, really fast. We went through full-on menus, like drink menus at the bar, trying drinks from all over the world. It was so freaking fun, and my girls had the best time. They loved the camps. I was willing to stay with them, and they were like, no, I want to go back to camp. I made friends. I want to be my friends. Okay, cool. Go be with friends. And then my husband and I were like listening to music, decompressing. It was a freaking blast. I was kind of sad that it ended. Obviously, all good things have to end, but I was sad because I was like, this is like the best ever. Okay, so now we're gonna try the Layla Rose eyeliner. I like that it's brush tip. I also like how fine she is. So I'm hoping that, you know, it comes across on the eye really, really well. I'm going to, actually, you know what we're going to do? Let's give her benefit of the doubt again. This lid space is nice and blank, I am going to just reinforce with a little bit of powder, okay, to make sure that she goes on and glides nicely, or at least try to help it, you know? Okay, girl, that line is very, very thin, very thin. All right, guys, I'm literally staring at it because this doesn't seem new to me. It applies just like the Ofra one. Like, it literally applied, it glided, it's opaque. Now, here's the thing. It's deep black. It's opaque. However, it has a little bit of a sheen to it. Not super crazy. I can live with it. It literally reminds me of the Ofra one. I know it looks a little wonky because I do have a little bit of powder on my lashes. So, I am going to curl them, apply a little bit of mascara, and I think I'm gonna pop on some falsies like for accent. Do you see what the mascara at the top with some falsies did to the eye look? It transformed it, pow, right? You can't even see the little bit of sheen that's coming through that eyeliner. Y'all know I need to finish off a look because if not, I feel like I'm incomplete. I feel like I half-assed it. So I am going to apply a lip. I'm gonna show you what it is. Because if I don't, people are gonna be like, oh, you're gatekeeping, you don't wanna share. I do wanna share. Y'all are my friends. Huda Beauty did send over the whole boxes back there. They sent over their new collection and I'm obsessed with it. These are gonna be the liquid matte mousses. If you liked their liquid lips, you need these. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. So I'm gonna use their Lip Contour 2.0 in Warm Brown. This is also something else that I really hope they feature in IPSY. I mean, then again, I want everything featured in IPSY. I don't even think you understand how good this is. So these are gonna be the liquid matte mousse. Packaging is sleek and it does have a little bit of a squish, so it's great for like travel and in your bag. I used her, I told you, so she looks a little kind of like, right? But she does have that spongy tip with a slant, so it has a little bit of an angle and it has a little hole down the center. So when you squeeze, product comes out of the hole. A little bit goes a very long way. Y'all see my lips are dry. I'm just gonna go in and apply this. Oh wait, you guys are gonna want the color. This one is Rosy Nude. Just gonna quickly, it almost feels like a balm, but it's a long wear. It feels so comfortable. It's not slippy and slidey, but it's also non-drying. Look at that combo. These two together. And I do have the entire collection, so I am gonna create like a short form and put it on Instagram, swatching all of the shades as well as the lip liners that they sent over. And I'm gonna go fix my hair. Porque mija, I think everything goes together and just like, I don't know, gels and looks cohesive when you do the hair. I'm back. I tried. This Florida humidity is a lot, but let's talk about how much hair I have now. Isn't that crazy? I used to have such thin hair. This is all me, no extensions, no clip-ins, no nothing. Now that the hair's done, it serves a little more, right? Very much like, oh, girl, tell me not. The blush looks so good as an eyeshadow. I'm not mad at her. The cheeks look so good, and I think it goes with like the hair. I'm really digging it. So let's talk about the product really quickly. The Yuzu serum felt really, really nice. I was able to apply it even under the eye. I applied concealer, powder, and everything looks so hydrated and soft and airbrushed. Look at this skin. I highly recommend this. It smells really nice. I'm gonna keep trying it. I will try this on its own without this. I did need the extra hydration on my skin because Caribbean heat and air and sun is very different than Florida. And then in Florida is very different than up in the Northeast. So I know coming back to a house filled with AC all over the place, I was going to need that extra hydration. Love these two together, but I am going to use this on its own because I feel like it is going to be hydrating enough on its own. Really nice. Need I say anything else other than I needed a backup, so I made sure I selected one. Amazing. I am going to try to grab like one or two more when I see them over at the shops because it's actually really freaking good. It's forgiving. No other bronzer was needed on my skin. Stunning. And I did skip on highlight because I just felt like I didn't need it. It gives you that like natural glow without being too much. So I'm really excited to have not one, but two of them. You guys, I didn't expect much of this eyeliner, but I'm glad I got it. And I feel like if you've had your eye on the Ofra one, it's cool if you aren't not able to get that one, because this is just as good. And if you like the Ofra one, but you don't see it in shops, they usually have it in shops here and there, get this one. This is the, what is it? Layla Rose. Layla Rose did her thing with this. I am very picky with my liners. I'm shocked that this is as good as it is. I already told you guys, there are several Lith Beauty products that I like. I am picky with my products, but this is yet another one that I'm gonna add to my collection, and I'm actually keeping this in my collection. I gotta find the one. The other one must have been like the one that's like a blush highlighter situation. I love that they're all mattes. I love that I can use them all. You've got some deep tones, you've got some light tones. I was able to use it on the eyes. I was able to use it on the cheeks, and I don't know what else to say other than I think this variation was really nice, better than I thought. And I knew that this variation was gonna be good, but it's more than just good. In terms of the brands, is it like knock your socks off, super exciting? Well, I mean, these two. So it wasn't like a full box of, oh my God, look at these brands, but the quality and the product, top notch. Now I know you guys have already received your boxes with your bag. I wanna hear your thoughts below. Did you get any of these products? If you did you try them? Let me know what was your favorite product out of your box. All right, friends, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. As per usual, hitting that like button and commenting really helps me out. So I'd really appreciate if you can do that for me. If you're new here, I hope you consider hitting that subscribe button and joining our family here on the YouTube. My most recent videos are linked in the description box. I'm also linking my Discord. I opened a Discord so that we can all chat and send pictures to one another. And it's more like an on-demand, like a chat room. It's really, really cool. So if you'd like to join, I'd love to have you. We already have a few people in our group and we've chatted here and there, so it's pretty fun. And it's a different way of like communicating with me when it's not YouTube, because YouTube's notifications and everything is kind of finicky, you know. YouTube is gonna go ahead and recommend the videos here on screen they believe you're gonna enjoy, so I hope you consider checking them out, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.